All right, we are live.
Okay. Okay.
Teed up with T. Lynn. I'm your hostess, T. Lynn, and we have Jerm Hatcha, which everybody knows Jerm through me because he's actually I manage him. So,
Yeah.
so
What's good, world?
it's been a couple of years I've been managing you.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Um,
It's been a few years now. We've been rocking.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Making some
All right.
progress.
So,
Getting shit done. Or getting stuff done. Excuse my language. So we
so let me go ahead and start the question off where I always just start it off, and that is, where and how did you start in the music industry?
of course everybody knows I'm a North Carolina artist. Um I started doing music. I was young. I really wasn't concentrating on rapping at all. I was just, young, running around. And I had a friend that was really trying to push me to record, one of my homeboys. So every time I go through his spot, he'd be recording, and we started recording. And really, I made a song, and it got like a little recognition. I ended up doing a couple shows. I ended up on like 102 for a little bit, and it just, it was a way for me to vent. You know what I mean? It gave me something to do other than run the streets, and it just grew on me. You know what I mean? Over time, it just grew on me. So I was probably like 18, 19 when I really was started messing with the music for real. Yeah.
What's your creative process?
Normally I go to the studio. I don't write. Half of the time I don't even have a beat. I go and we just go through beats, and it's like a mood thing. If I go and I'm in a bad mood, you gonna know. If I go and I'm in a good mood, you gonna know. It's a mood thing to me. It's like a mood ring. It's just because that's how I vent. So a lot of my tapes is built off of emotion, one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? Either it was a good summer, or I was going through something. But you can always just tell because it depends on where my mind at. You know what I'm saying? And what's going on around me.
So we all know that you are related. Your music was related to the rap industry, or more likely the trap industry, because you have a lot of trap music. Um, if you could name your music, just your craft, and give it its own name, what would that name be?
Um, Soulful. Like I talk. I mean, I'm gonna talk about what's going on around me and what I've been through, but I'm giving you what a lot of people can't see when they look at me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, as a person, you walk around, you might have a lot on your mind that you never discuss with nobody. It could be anything. Personal issues. You might have lost a friend, anything. But like, I'm trying to express what most people don't even want to speak on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like a soldier goes to the army or something. They come back. You know what I mean? And like they say, they got like PS. What's it? P. How you say?
PTSD.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, but you don't know really what they went through mentally over there. But they not really showing you because all you see is the flesh. You know what I'm saying? So I try to breathe when I go in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, and whichever way it come out, I ain't ashamed of it. Whether it come out like as a love song, as a pain song, as a drill song, you know what I mean? Whatever way I express it, I just want you to feel it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's it.
So that's basically how you want your fans to react to your music, is to be able to connect with it and feel it.
Yeah, I mean, I try to get a world something they can relate to around the board. Like for the ones that's still in the trenches, that's still active. To the ones that's behind that wall, and to the ones out here that's living life. You know what I'm saying? Like I done been in every stage of that. So I don't try to stay on one subject. I try to, give a broad range of what I've been through and what I'm going through. So like more people can relate to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have like a set crowd or a set lane to where like I don't want like just street dudes listen to me. I want like pop artists to check out my music. You know what I'm saying? I want females to listen to it, of course. Like I don't want it to just be like a one lane thing with me.
If you could open up for any artist at all, and I'm pretty sure I know who it is, but we'll let everybody else know. Who would that be?
Man, that's I mean, it's really a few. I could open up for like Dirk, CMG. You know what I'm saying? Young
I
boy.
knew Lil Durk. I knew Lil Durk was going to be one of them.
Yeah. I ride with Dirk because I like pain music. Little baby. You know what I mean? Anybody that's talking about something that means something or they trying to get a message across. You know what I'm saying? Something I can relate to. Cause like I've been to like a concert and it'd be like an artist I ain't really into, and I'm just standing in the crowd watching everybody else bounce around because I ain't really locked in with what's going on because it ain't my scene. You know what I mean? So it got to be something I can relate to.
Absolutely. What's some of the lessons that you've learned in the industry?
Man,
That
stay
could be
humble.
good or bad. Good or bad.
Stay humble. Don't trust. Make a make a person prove they worth your trust before you just trust them. You know what I'm saying? Because like everything is a hustle. Everything. You know what I mean? Like it's 1 out of 5 people is genuine in this game. You know what I'm saying? That's if you get lucky to meet them. So you know what I mean? Just really pay attention to what's going on around you. Because if you got talent, you know what I'm saying? Most of the people you run into gonna try to use you for your talent. They're not really trying to click with you because your vibe. You know what I'm saying? So do you got to know how to play your cards with a lot of this? You know what I mean? That's all. Because a lot of people be asking me like, they be like, bro, you so talented. You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't like woo 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 woo? I'm like, for real, like it's so hard to really find solid connections. Because when you run into people, or like sometimes like I done been in like Atlanta or something, and like somebody be like, yo, I want you to meet such and such. They connected. Then you go meet them, and they really shicey as hell. You know what I'm saying? They not really genuine people. So like, then you like, I ain't really trying to deal with bruh just to get over here. Cause you know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't on that type of. I don't deal with that type of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Or that ain't my type of. That ain't how I move. So like, I can't deal with somebody that I can't. I own your energy off just because I'm trying to get over here. With that made me just a sucker. You know what I'm saying? I rather I'd rather not involve myself in that, you know what I mean, or sell myself out just to try to get to another position in life. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. You know what I mean? So
Um, you're totally independent at this time.
yeah. No major label. I did a distribution deal for a single with Authentic about 2 years ago. I got a feature that's out. It's on all platforms. It's called Stand for Something with Wise and Trap. But as far as me as an artist, I am independent. You know, I've actually got my own label. We trying to get things rolling. I got a couple artists that I'm working with. Trying to get them in order. But we working on it. It's a process. You know what I'm saying?
The business is not that easy, is it?
Nah, it's yeah. A lot of people be thinking like the dream is really that easy. You know what I'm saying? Like you might go broke 10 times before you even get somebody to even listen to, like really pay attention to you. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the artists that have made it mainstream will tell you like they had to invest they all into it, and really at the end of the day you still get lucky because like you could flop. You know what I'm saying? Like you could invest your whole life into it and never go nowhere. That's just part of chasing a dream. So I mean you got to believe in yourself first. You know what I'm saying? So it depends. Like I look at my dream and I'm like, I love it enough to where if I didn't make it mainstream, I wouldn't care. You know what I'm saying? Because I loved it enough to where I enjoyed myself. You know what I'm saying? And I know people have heard me, and the people that have heard me love my music. Like I've never run into somebody like that's ever like not like my music. And I be in public and run into people I don't know, and they're like, "Yo, you such and such, bro. I heard your music." Like, and it feel good. So I know it ain't for nothing. You know what I mean?
Um, if you could change something about the industry, what would that be?
Ooh, man, the industry, they I'm sorry, somebody.
You might have to hit do not disturb up there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. People keep trying to call my phone. If I could change something about the industry, I would change how it operates off of popularity or a budget. It don't really operate off talent no more. Like some talented people get noticed, but most time it's people that's got like just enough money to buy their way in. You know what I'm saying? Or like you might know somebody. But if you come from a place where ain't nobody ever made it, that means you ain't got nobody that could know you to give you, you know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So like that's like Atlanta. It'd be so many Atlanta artists. Like one artist can be famous. He know, oh, but they went to school together. So boom, he stamped him. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody following him because he shouted him out. But like I'm from a place where ain't nobody made it. So can't nobody shout me out. So I gotta get this shit myself. You know what I mean? It's just different.
Everybody calls you the 336 goat. What does that mean for you?
I mean, they starting to believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know, you know, because that's a whole different subject that we ain't got time for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never quit once I started.
If Okay, how much has things changed in the last 2 years for you within the industry?
I mean, I made a couple moves that it didn't really do exactly what I wanted, but it helped me enough to where like I got a couple other people looking at me. You know what I mean? I made a couple right connections. It really just took me building my budget and networking, getting out. You got to travel. You can't think just because you popping in your hometown, you gonna get famous. You ain't never left your hometown. You gotta get out, move around. So I started moving around more. You know what I mean? And I've opened some small businesses. So here lately, I've been just taking a little time to get that going. But once the summer get going, I'm trying to be everywhere. I'm here, Florida. We're gonna be out west, Seattle. We trying to hit a lot of places that we ain't really in. You know what I mean? So I can just get the word out because you know what I mean. Your budget, if your budget ain't where it is, you got to put in the footwork. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't think
definitely.
if you put it on the internet, you just gonna get famous because they not clicking on it if they don't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I mean, you gotta put your face out there, and you gotta be. I mean, that's how I got to be known all over the United States. It's because I've lived in all these areas. I've lived in Iowa. I've lived in Colorado. I've lived in New York. I've lived in Florida. I've lived in Missouri, Mississippi, everywhere. So that's how people notice me. That's the reason why my network is so big.
Yeah.
You have to be there for a moment and let people know who you are. So basically, you're taking BTMG and you're going on a tour this summer.
Yeah. I'm trying to. That's really why like I'm going through. I'm trying to work with artists. That's got the same mindset as me, but at the same time, they got the same. They got they got the same like we not the same, but they molded to a certain degree to where they know like boom, I gotta work. I gotta save. I gotta pay my bills, but I also gotta try to save me a budget to invest in my career. I can't be expecting people to cover everything for me, cause that's the mindset I had to get. So if you say you get 5 artists like that and everybody building their own budget, y'all trying to work together, y'all believe in each other, y'all solid. You know what I'm saying? Like you can get things done better when you got enough players on a team with the same dream. You know what I'm saying?
I got some ideas for you about doing a tour with BTMG. So we'll connect on that. I got
Oh,
some ideas about that.
all right, that's a bit.
How to be profitable for everything, for everyone. We'll talk about that later. But as if if you wasn't doing music right now, what would you be doing?
Man, I don't know. If I went, I mean, chasing money. Just
See that you're
right.
just the way you laughed at that. That just and that right there, you got to see that artist that is going to scuff at something like that. That means music means a lot to them,
Yeah,
and
like
that means that they're ready. They're ready. That's a really good reaction that you just had. Like that just means you're ready.
I'm just really waiting for the right person to hear the right song. You know what I mean? Like I ain't I don't dwell on it like I used to. I used to wake up some days and be like, damn, boy, I've been doing music this long. I ain't made it yet, bro. I'm about to quit, bro. You know what I'm saying? This shit, I ain't getting nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just be like, I made it regardless if a label, you know what I'm saying? Like they I done made it through so much other shit to me. It's like I made it. You know what I mean? A little bit of money ain't gonna dictate my mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like on where I'm at in life, because like long as you stable, free, and happy, everything else is a plus. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't even dwell on stuff like that no more. You know what I mean? The streets love me, so I can drop a mixtape whenever, and it's still gonna get played regardless if you know Atlantic or Interscope somebody want to pick me up. I don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? For real. I don't even
It,
trip on it no more.
too many people are worried about the big labels picking them up, and there's another podcast. I don't know if anybody's ever watched it, but it's by the Brandman Network. Every artist that's listening to this interview, every artist, including you, need to go onto YouTube and look up No Labels Needed. That's the podcast. It's by the Brandman Network. They got some really good information, and I'm always tagging them and everything. They're always tagging me and stuff on Instagram. If you haven't seen my Instagram posts, but they've been tagging me a lot lately because I've been supporting them ever since they began. But they really give all you the information for any indie artist to be able to make it without a label. You know, they really believe you don't have to have a label
You don't. I mean,
to
like
make it.
a label is just if you don't have the mindset to really like some people literally don't mind asking for help. Some people literally can't stand asking for help. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like a lot of people might not understand what I'm saying right now, but the people that know like I'm one of them people like I don't ask for help unless like I'm on my last breath because like I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. That's just what it is for me. You know what I'm saying? And
It's because you're hard headed.
yeah, like I'm gonna figure it out. Like it's no way I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's really why the city route with me the way because like from the day I came home from prison, I remember I was home like a week. I went to my homeboy house in the studio and it was like, bro, so what you got planned? Everything that I've accomplished since I've been home, like I really said it. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't just capping. I was like, bro, like this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. And then this is what I'm gonna do. And I go do it. Like, but I blend like I completely like block the world out. Like I might go missing for like a month. I ain't on social media. I ain't really answering the phone. They're like, damn, bro, where you been? I'm grinding, bro. I'm after what I told you I was trying to get. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm locked in, bro. Like I told you, I'm trying to get. I might want a new car. You might want a crib, whatever. Like, but I'm gonna go get it. I ain't got time to be at the club. I ain't got time to be kicking and shooting dice this weekend, bro. I gotta focus. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me as a person. Like I be dropping mixtapes. I I used to procrastinate. I try to do a mixtape like every 6 months at least, maybe earlier. But like I used to be like, bro, I'm gonna drop a mixtape and I give them a date, and I wouldn't start recording until my last 30 days before the date. I ain't picking no beats or nothing. I just go in the studio and just start recording. I'm like, bro, Jones, you got a tape about to drop. I ain't recording nothing for the tape. I just go. But I have a whole theme for the tape. Like this, what the tape gonna be about. We're gonna go record, and I just go in, and I'll be in there like every day for like 3, 4, 5 hours, and it's just I don't know. I think I work better under pressure sometimes. It's kind of like a It's a thing with me.
I know for a fact that you need to be aiming to do some singles in 2023.
Yeah, I got some, like, no lie, I got some music that ain't nobody even heard. Like, sometimes I play it on Snap. I might play like a little verse or something. But like, I've been recording, but it's like I can record today and I can record tomorrow. But tomorrow's song sounds so much better than today's. So then I end up with songs I don't even be want to use because like I keep recording, but it keeps getting better. And I'm like, now I got like 1,000 songs I ain't even released. It's just,
Everybody needs a vault. You need a vault to have everything in. I mean, you need a whole catalog just
yeah,
sitting there,
that's my
and you can
problem.
pull it out anytime. Well, you mentioned about going to prison, so let's go ahead and tell them about your little 5 years of prison time that you did, and
Yeah.
what did that prepare you when you came out for going back to doing your music?
Um, like I've always been a hustler, you know what I'm saying? That's how I ended up in prison, you know what I'm saying? But prison helped me become militant. It gave me a business mindset because like I went to college while I was in prison. I started taking college courses, I started reading, and it just helped me like really get my mind focused on what I was trying to do. Cause I knew how to make money, I didn't know how to save money, I didn't know how to invest money. You know what I'm saying? Like I was really green to like a lot because I was too busy just wanting to be fly. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to look rich. I wasn't even worried about actually being rich for real. Like, but you don't really understand that when you that age, like you be in your mind, you thinking like I'm getting money. You know, I got new Jordans. But you really ain't got nothing but your real money, cause like you too busy blowing it on nonsense, cause you young, you know what I'm saying? So it just I started looking at life. I mean, I learned so much. I learned like how to how to study old money that's worth more money. You know what I'm saying? Like I started taking up different little hobbies, just reading up on different stuff. But it helped me in the long run, you know what I'm saying? I got my mind really focused. I became a better businessman, you know what I'm saying? It all fell in place.
You never had a manager before me. Why hadn't you had a manager before me?
Um, it's hard to find people that really like believe in you. Like I've sat down with like a few managements, and I'm gonna tell y'all artists something. You go sit down with a management, right? First of all, if they don't contact you, right, that's already like, you know what I mean. That's one down on you. So then you go in the office because you want to talk to them, and you sit there, you tell them your whole life story, like, bro, you know, I'm trying to get my mama out the projects. I've been shot 10 times. Whole time he on Twitter. Then he looks up at you and he says, well, it's 3,500 every 3 months and we can get started. He didn't give a damn about nothing you got going on. You know what I'm saying? He don't give a damn about none of that. He just wanted money, and he gonna manage you. You might get to open up for somebody and freak Nick goddamn. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it just, but they don't really be. It don't be genuine. It's all about money. That's all it's about. Everything is money, scam. You know what I'm saying? So like, you ever watch like old movies like with like the guy like the Five Heartbeats or something, like Temptations or something? And you watch when they was artists, they had nothing. They was just doing like open mic, same shit a lot of niggas do, but they had no money, no nothing. But the managers was going to them like, look, I believe in you. You ain't gotta pay me or nothing. Just give me a chance. Those are the ones you give a chance to. You see what I'm saying? Like it's different. You feel what I'm saying? Like those are the ones you gotta give a chance to. So y'all might want to just take heed to that little bit of information if it makes sense. But you know, I analyze everything. If I'm an overthinker.
I know a lot of people. A lot of people on here probably already know, but the real reason why I'm even in the music industry was because of your music and Pro's music.
Oh yeah,
You
shout out.
know, shout out to Pro. It's Pro. If y'all haven't checked him out, y'all gotta go check him out. I'm gonna have him on the podcast one day, but Lord have mercy, that man has so big an opinion about everything. We will be on here for 3 hours.
Yeah, y'all gonna talk it up. Y'all gonna talk it
He
up.
will talk. He will say negative to everything I say.
Yeah.
He's so funny. Um, I laugh at him now. He used to get on the nerves.
But like bro been doing it so long, he just like he like me. It's just like he don't trust nothing from nothing when it comes to this.
No,
Like we from the show me say you got to show us, and then we might believe you. We might rock with you. We might, you know what I'm saying. But like other than that, like everybody just it'd be a bunch of nonsense, bro. The rap game is almost like, I mean, it's just like the dope game. If they trying to cut your work, they trying to rob you, trying to something sleep with your girl. It's always
and
something. Like it's so hard to do business for people because it's just larceny
it,
everywhere.
it's like that, and I don't understand the competition in the whole industry because if it was less competition and people realize that each and every one of the artists has got something to offer to the industry and that it's uniqueness and there was less competition, it would be better off.
That's what could agree. Like the way the game is set up, it's popularity test. So like every artist want to be number one, but the number one artist is of course making the most money, and money is the root of all evil. So then you got everybody hating on that one because he getting a bigger check, but really you still getting paid, bro. You still you still making more money than the average American, bro. So why you worry about what he got? You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
it don't even
Exactly.
really make sense. Like, bro, you was eating bologna sandwiches, oodles and noodles, and now you got uh 2-3 mil in the bank, but you worry about this nigga because he got 10. Bro, you was just
Exactly.
in the trenches. You better be grateful for that two mil you got for real. Like they just
Exactly.
priorities be backwards.
It's the truth. But like I said, it's the real reason why I was in the industry in the first place is because of y'all's music. And I know back then when I wanted to go into management, I didn't know a dang thing about management. I didn't know nothing. But when you got locked up, I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't be in this industry. Because that was kind of like it was kind of like a flag saying, well, maybe this is not what you should be choosing. But then I kept going, and then I got with Vega Dawn, and Vega Dawn really mentored me. He says, you're going to be great at this. He says, you're going to be good at it. Any questions I ask Vega or Jimmy Kane, both of them, Wu-Tang Management. Nobody knows who that is. And when you hook up with people that are actually management of Wu-Tang, that and they tell you you're doing a great job, that means something. So I kept going, and then we happened to come across each other again. Now, just a couple of years ago, when you get, you've been out for a couple of years at that point, and now Jerm don't even remember me from back then, but
Man,
I was around, but um, then we came across each other, and it just seemed like it was okay. That was my big sign saying it was a good thing that I stuck around. And now look where I'm at. I'm his manager. Been his manager for a little over a couple of years now, which is awesome. I've seen him put out some really great music in the last 2 years. I've seen him change his mind about the music industry in the last couple of years.
yeah, I was gonna quit. I ain't even gonna lie. I wasn't even gonna put out no more music. Like, and I ain't even have a real reason. I was just in a dark little state of mind for a minute. I ain't really I couldn't really focus on that. You know what I mean? I had so much going on. I was really just like, man, whatever, bro. You know what I mean? I go to the studio. I'd pay for 2-3 hours and wouldn't record. I'd have like I just couldn't. My brain. I don't write, so I couldn't. I can't call it writer's block. So I get in there, and it's like I just couldn't do nothing. Like I couldn't. When nothing coming together, I get mad. I sit there. I might smoke. I still can't get right. I'll leave. They was like, damn, bro, all right. But I was so unfocused. I was like, man, I ain't putting out no more music. I'm done. I woke up one morning. I can't remember what song it was, man. I woke up one morning. I went to sleep listening to beats, and I woke up and it was a beat playing, and I set up, and it's almost like I was dreaming of the hook. Like it's like I swear it's like I could hear it in my head. And I called up my producer. I was like, bro, I need a session right now. He was like, I got you in like 2 hours if you can make it. I jumped straight out, I got in the shower, I went straight to the city. And I started back recording. You know what I mean? But like it's like I needed a mental break. You know what I mean? I couldn't get my mind right for a minute.
And that's probably a lot of artists on here that's watching this right now. They probably been through that,
Yeah, like
and they could probably relate to that a lot.
I'm talking about like it's like it hit me. I went in there, I recorded. I think I did like 3 songs. I did 2.5 songs. But the first song was like he was like, bro, what the he was like, yo, did you write that? And I was like, nah, because I went through it so quick. But I was just punching in. So I was like, look, I'm gonna come back tomorrow and finish the other song. I came back, I finished that song because I did like the hook. And I came back, I did 2 verses. Then I did like 2 other songs right behind it. But like I'm going through the folder picking beats. He'll play me up like load that one. And like I just go. You know what I'm saying? I record my hooks first. Like I go in and I punch in, I build a hook. Then I have him place the hook. Once he plays the hook, I listen to it about one good time all the way through. And then I go from the top. We're gonna punch in. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, just it's like it just I don't even know what it was. It's like something clicked in my head. It was like, go. You know what I mean? Like it was like that's really what it was like, go. And I just started rapping again. And
I'm glad you do, because then see you see how that was like fate, that I became your manager, and then you got back into doing everything. Because if you had quit, then why would I have kept going?
it's it's hard to I guess it really like that with any dream. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to really hold on to it in this world that we live in because like you got so much other shit you gotta like juggle. You know what I mean? Like real life. It's like you working a 9 to 5 plus overtime to pay your bills, but you trying to sneak to the studio to record for your dream. You know what I'm saying? And then like, a lot of great artists don't have a good support group. So that be really messing with your mindset. Like you might have all the talent in the world. I know some really good artists, but like don't nobody really push them. Or they might be in a relationship with somebody that's like, you ain't never gonna make it. That shit really play with a person's mind. Like, but when you got the right people believing in you, like you could really go the distance. You know what I'm saying? So all that play
That's
a part
true.
too. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Everybody needs somebody that
Yeah.
is their cheerleader. You know, my biggest cheerleader is my godmother. She says I'm the smartest woman she's ever met,
Yeah, that's
and she cheers me on anything and everything I do.
yeah, you gotta have that. You know what I mean? Like, cause excuse me. Really, really, it'd be a lot of my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really be rocking with me. Like, I got like family everywhere. Sometimes they just call me out the blue, and like they riding to my meet. They're like, "Bro, you were blanking on this joke." You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, "Hey, I appreciate that." You know what I mean? But it's like it's literally like every state. Like, I got people everywhere. I know somebody almost anywhere other than probably like Africa and I don't know, the North Pole or something. You know what I mean? Like I literally pretty much know somebody almost everywhere. So like once I go there, energy speak volumes. Every time I meet a person, I always let them know like, yo, I'm an artist too. Follow the music. I go ahead and try tapping into their phone, lock them in, or I send them a link to a song. You know what I mean? And everybody always tap in. That's how I really built my genuine following as a brand was just really me as a person. You know what I'm saying? Just my energy. You know what I'm saying? So if it was a way for me to be in 50 states at the same time, I'd be famous already if the world really could meet me. You know what I'm saying? It's just me getting out and really networking. You know what I mean? Because
There's a lot of people say, you get on these showcases, you go, you perform for other artists, which I see performing with, for other artists that's a little bit bigger and everything be an okay concept, but I really believe that a lot of artists should just hold their own little mini concerts.
think about this. Say they got a big concert, I don't know, Super Jam or something. and they like boom, you can perform, you can open up. It costs you $3,000, but don't nobody know you. So you pay the $3,000 to get on that stage. Now, while you performing, don't nobody know that song. That's when they go get their nachos and they Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? Like they probably ain't even really paying you no attention. They glance up there a couple times, but they don't know you. So they go, you know what I mean? So they beat you out of your money. It looked good on Instagram because all the lights, but ain't nobody really paying attention to you or your music or what you're saying. So your message is not getting across to the world. You feel me? That's how I look at it. That's why I like when people be like, "Oh, you can come open up for such such, and you can pay 1,500." Nah, like for one, you told me about this 2 days before the show. I ain't have no time to promote it. Don't nobody, you know what I mean? Like it's really me just giving you some money. You know?
Right.
Oh, my fault. So like, and that'd be a lot. Like a lot of promoters, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying all of them. I ain't talking about nobody, but like you run into they just send you a flyer like, yo, it's a show this weekend. It's today Wednesday. The show Friday or Saturday. We got motherfucking Boozy and Lil Durk. Everybody come. It'll cost you $2,000 to get on stage. So I got like 2-3 days to try to promote to the world that I'm gonna be there, but don't nobody know me. You know what I'm saying? And it's left on me to do the promoting. Now, if I give you $2,000 and I wasn't even financially ready for you to just pop out and give me this offer, and I only got a couple of days, I might not have the right money to try to promote in 3 days to really get people to know I'm gonna be there, let alone my city.
Yeah.
You know, it's word of mouth, and that's
Yeah.
bad to me personally. You know what I'm saying?
True. Where do you see yourself in the next 3 months?
Hopefully, rich, like stupid rich, like well off, happy, blessed. You know what I mean? That's what I manifest. And I feel like God gonna give me that any day now. So like it could happen tomorrow, it might happen next month. You know what I mean? I don't try to put no time limit on it, but I feel like it's coming. So just better than I am today. You know what I mean? Not saying I'm doing bad, but I ain't gonna stop elevating. You know what I mean? So, we working on a whole lot right now. It's just and it's like riding a roller coaster. I don't even know where the next after we go up top, I don't know what the next drop gonna look like, you know what I'm saying, until we get there. It's just a ride, you know what I'm saying? Like every day is different. Every day is different, you know. I'm really just living and enjoying life, to be honest. I'm just trying to smile for real, you know what I mean? Avoid any bad energy, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Where do you see yourself in 3 years?
Let's see, I'm 34. By the time I'm 40, I'm trying to be like retired. Like I might still do music, but like I'm talking about like retired, sitting on the porch, some kids or something. You know what I mean? Like I ain't trying to do too much. I'm trying to. That's why I work so hard now. I'm trying to save, get my life together, because I don't want to. I don't want to wait till I'm old as hell to try to like retire and then want to enjoy life, because you don't know when you're gonna die. So I'm trying to go ahead and get that party in now. You know what I mean? So
So, where would you like to be in 3 decades?
man, look, at 3 decades, I want to be like the biggest label in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, or one of them. Cause like the platform I'm trying to build, like, I'm not gonna be one of these people that you got to be from my city or you got to know somebody to rock with us type of guy. Like, we build off energy. You know what I'm saying? Like once I know you solid, we good. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't gotta be from the city to do business with me. Because half the people I do business with ain't from my city. You see what I'm saying? Like, so for me to get the money didn't change my mindset just because I got some money. That just made me fake too. So like that's how I go into the industry. Like if I had a label, I got the right budget. I'm sending my ARs everywhere. Like I want an artist from everywhere. I want a country artist, I want a pop artist, I want a gospel artist. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to give everybody a chance to live that dream. If that's really what you want and you're gonna really put the work in, then yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want nobody to feel like they can't sign to my label because we only do trap music. Nah, that's not it. We want to give everybody room to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Actors. I'm signing actors. I want it all. You know what I'm saying? Comedians. We trying to get all the money. You know what I'm saying? So
I know that's right.
yeah.
um, talk a little bit about your brand. Introduce everybody to your brand. What is your brand,
Uh,
and what's the motto of your brand?
of course, everybody know I got a label, Boss Talk Music Group. That's BTMG. Boss Talk is the brand, of course. Um, I came up with that like I was young. I don't know, I was a little young. I probably like 16, 15, 16. You know what I'm saying? Like just running around with my homeboys. But like I was in the process of like that's when I really was like I could rap, but I wasn't really taking music serious. So we all just had like a little group. We all used to rap and shit. You know, we was all in school together. So like I remember we all lived in the projects on South Street. So I lived on the lower block. You know, a couple of my homeboys lived on the upper block. So we used to call ourselves like SSB back then. It was like South Street Boys or some shit. I remember we were young as hell. So like, and then one of my older cousins one day we were doing music, and he said something. He was like, "Yeah, that's Boss Talk," and I was like, "Huh." So like I went and I wrote it down, and it took me a minute, but I was trying to break down the breakdown for each letter to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? So once I came up with the concept, I was like, yeah, you know what I mean. It had to make sense for the brand. But I was thinking about this 20 years ago. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how I'm thinking about it now. Like I had my mind set on this then before now. You know what I mean? Like that's how long I've held on to that brand. You know what I'm saying? Like I got it tatted on me a few times. So like I've held on to it for a long time. That's why I can't just let it go now. You know what I mean? It became something. You know what I'm saying? Like you can really go to the city and motherfuckers are really like you say that and they gonna say me. You know, it go together. You know what I'm saying?
Let them know what Boss Talk stands for.
Um, all right, so I got it on my hand. We're gonna break it down real quick. So it's a BOSSTALK. So that's brothers of the same struggle, brothers of brothers of the same struggle, the Almighty Living Kings. There you go. But yeah, that's my breakdown for the concept of the label. So like it's we all relate because we all have a story that wasn't great, regardless of what your story is. So we all are trying to make it together. And I believe, like I'm a highly spiritual and religious person. I don't necessarily believe in like one religion because I've studied them all. But like I believe, we live our life to be godly. So that's why I say we are the Almighty Living Kings because like we walk in God's light. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I don't feel like it's nothing that we can't accomplish within ourselves with our mind. You know what I'm saying? You got the power to do whatever you want. You just got to really put your mind to it.
I've noticed something during this whole interview, and a lot of artists need to take heed on it. That the way you present yourself. And I'm getting ready to call him out. He's going to start laughing. But he never says "I" when Jerm says his sentences. He's always saying "we"
Cause it ain't
because that's his mindset. Is like he's always willing to. He wants everyone to come up with him, no matter what. It's always "we."
like it might not even say it's a group of 10 of us. Say I got the biggest buzz. My homeboy got the most money. My other homeboy really got the most talent. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know who really gonna be the one that really be the, you know what I mean? So me having the mindset thinking like it's all about me, I might not be the one to make it. It could be bruh. Bruh might be the one that he's LeBron. I'm the assist man. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know how to play your position within your team. Like I'm an artist, but I'm a businessman. I might not be the artist to blow. It could be my little brother. You know what I'm saying? I just run the label. You know what I'm saying? Like I just run the label. I'm still an artist, but I wasn't the one that really blew that got us off the ground. You know what I mean? And I couldn't be the sucker and be mad because he got the recognition or you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't know how to. They always want to be that one. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what everybody needs to do. They need to know that, and a lot of artists need to know how to appropriately network with people. and I mean, you don't even have to join a group. You don't even have to join a label, but just being willing to want the best for another is something that a lot of people don't know how to deal with.
You know what's wrong with a lot of the world? A lot of the world don't know how to give a blessing, or to give a blessing and not expect something in return. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So like they so scared to let another person get up one, or win in this situation, or have the better outcome, because you think you supposed to always get the better outcome. But that ain't how karma work. You know what I'm saying? And they gotta
Mhm.
understand, if you expect to always win out of every situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna have a sad life, bro. You gotta realize it ain't all about you. You know what I'm saying?
And that's it's the major aspect that everybody needs to know about. What's a piece of advice you would give to someone that is just now getting into the industry?
Oh, if you're getting into the industry and you really have a passion for music, this is what you want to do. Do not do what I did and waste the first 10, 20, whatever, 10, you know what I mean? Like, even before I went to prison, don't waste money going to half-ass studios, um, getting half-ass videos or studio time in it. Like, stuff like that matters, because you may have a hit song. It could be your first song you ever record, but if you record in your homeboy's basement, it may take away from your craft. When if you would have just saved a couple dollars, went to a real studio, you might have goddamn been the next Justin Bieber. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never really know until you invest correctly. Because I've recorded hundreds of songs before I ever went to a real studio, and I had a million hits before I went to the real studio. But it's how I go. So like, just invest your time and your money correctly. Uh, don't rush nothing, because you get antsy. I done did it. Like, I drop a song, like, I gotta shoot a video tomorrow, and I ain't got a budget for the video. Now the video some shit, and I done put the video out, and it ain't. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta proper planning will get you a lot further. You know what I'm saying?
There's the three P's. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember right now. Preparation.
Prevents poor
Uh,
performance or some shit.
there
Something
you go. You
like
got
that.
it.
Yeah, yeah, and that's real.
Yep, you gotta do it.
You gotta,
If you don't prepare, then it's just gonna be really bad.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
um. Okay, so um, is there any project that you're working on at the moment?
Ooh, man, you had to ask me that. Right now I am working on a new project. I really didn't really want to tell nobody. Um,
Well, I mean, you ain't gotta go in complete details. You could just say a couple words about it.
I got a tape that I'm working on. It's called Mayberry Legend, because I'm from Mount Airy, North Carolina, which a lot of people know is Mayberry. That's where I was born. So I get a lot of love in the city. So that's my next tape is gonna be called Mayberry Legend. And I got so much I'm trying to put on it, but it's like, for real, like, I be having ideas for songs, and I gotta find the right tempo for what I'm trying to do. Then you be trying to find the right beats. It might take forever just to get, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to do this one right. That's why I ain't really want to speak on it, because I don't want to like hype it up. Then people start asking for it. Then I mess around and throw a date out, like I said, and I ain't even ready. You know what I mean? I be doing
And you're not even prepared. Going
yeah.
back to being prepared.
I'm trying to hold
Well,
it.
just say in the near future it's coming.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try to have it out this summer sometime. I got so much going on right now, and you know what I mean. But like, I'm in a good state of mind, so it's coming. You know what I mean? It's definitely coming. I'm looking to work with more artists in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got a budget, come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? We doing the whole thing, features, videos, promotion, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just come talk
The
to me.
last
You know what I'm saying?
the last two artists that I interviewed, you
Yeah.
really need to tap in with them. They're
Okay.
both from Georgia,
Okay.
and I really believe that y'all would come out with some great collabs.
I'm actually I'm probably gonna be out there soon, because I'm gonna try to hit We try to hit Georgia before we hit Florida.
And
Florida.
they're down to earth artists. These two artists are real down to earth, so you'll enjoy them.
Okay.
Because I mean, just the hour I was on live with them, I could tell. And then after we got off live, we continued to talk for another hour almost. You know, so they're real down to earth people. I really like them.
It's hard to find vibes like that. Like I've done features with artists, and that's what it is. Like you in the studio, y'all do the feature, y'all never speak again. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all just got a song together. But it's some you like y'all vibe and y'all kick it every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? You might link up, be at the club, something like, you know what I mean? Like it's just really that connection matters. Because if I get a song with you and the song hot, and then we do a video, and then like you never show up to a show, you don't do no promoting of the song. Like I'm gonna feel some type of way. Like you're wasting my time. You know what I'm saying?
True. All right. So I asked this question in an interview, and it always gets a laugh. But I'm going to go ahead and ask you, what's one of the most embarrassing things that's ever happened to you?
All right. So once I had my hair out. Not like my dreads, but like when I had hair before I got it dreaded, you know what I'm saying? And a bird shit on my head. Yeah, like I guess it was on like a power line. And it was like that boom, just right on top of my head. And like when it hit, I was like, and I smeared it all in my hair, and that's on my hand. I'm like, oh man, I was out in public, like everybody talking about that's good luck, that's good luck. I was like, man, I ain't trying to hit it.
That ain't a damn good luck, not right now.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hit it.
Well, I really appreciate you for being on here tonight. I think we had a great interview. I think this was a bomb-ass interview.
Yeah, I appreciate it for real. I really.
And
I'm about to go get me some food.
Look, I
didn't want to smoke on camera, so you know I'm already ready to eat.
I had steak and mashed potatoes tonight, so
yeah, that sounds all right. That sounds all right right there.
I had salad, so I was good. But well, you go eat. Get your grub on. Like I said, I really appreciate you for being on here. And if any artist is on here right now, and y'all are looking to have an interview on Teed Up with T. Lynn, please shoot me a message over to Instagram and share the live. Just sharing the live actually helps the success of the podcast. Let's get it up and going. And like I said again, thank you, Jerm, for being on here. And I can't wait for another 25 years of being your manager.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. I'm gonna be really old then, but I may be walking around with Walker still saying, "Get on TikTok."
Yeah, yeah. Look, y'all might can find me on TikTok tonight because I can now go live on my TikTok. So.
Oh yeah. Because the one thing they don't know about me is like I've been on your case about TikTok for how many months?
A minute, for real. Really, ever since
I've been on your case about it. I know. So I may be, walking around one day with a cane or something other, or sitting in a rocking chair, and saying, "Have you done TikTok today?"
Glad to get to it.
All right. Like I said, thank you again, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Share the live. Make sure you go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe. And like I said, if you're interested in an interview, just hit me up on Instagram. It's the best way to get to me. And I am going to say good night for the night.
All right.